we've now broken Dow 10,000. As you can, we're down nearly 900.
I mean, you know, it was 400 points ago. I was 500 points ago when I sat down. It wasn't of interest. Kind of interest here.
Kind of a little bit. Michelle was like
there was a moment today. Mohammed Al-Arayan was on Power Lunch today, and here's the one thing that he said that kind of got us all very uneasy, is when he said, we've been talking to banks in Europe, and now, remember back during Lehman when people didn't want to lend to each other because of Lehman? Now that's what's happening to European banks. So overnight rates are starting to climb. They're starting to get nervous. And you're seeing fragility in the credit system there, and there's concern that we get fragility in the credit system here. We're not in the same position. We got a lot more capital in the banks than we did before.
But we're also much higher. I mean, if a Lehman, I don't want to mention any particular European banks, but when Lehman collapsed, it wasn't a buying opportunity until the next day. You know, I mean, you can't really just go in.
We are going to pull up a chart as soon as we can. Here's the chart I want to pull up, because what we're seeing right now, I mean, I believe maybe unprecedented. You're down. Talk about capitulation. Let's take a look at P&G. All right, this is going to say everything. P&G is now down 25%.
Oh, well, if that's true, if that stock is there, you just go and buy it. It can't be there. That is not a real price.
That stock was down 2%.
Oh, well, just go buy Procter.
All right, this is an unprecedented
thing. Just go buy Procter & Gamble. They reported a decent quarter.
Is there a hedge fund that is liquidating? Is there a distressed seller?
Something else that's happening?
A 49.25 bid for 50,000 Procter if I were at my hedge fund. I mean, this is a good opportunity.
They were just taking that point. I mean, that's an incredible. I mean, that name. Nothing has changed for Procter & Gamble in the past 4 minutes.
When I walked out, it was a 61. I'm not that interested in it. It's at 47. Well, that's a different security entirely. So what you have to do, though, you have to use limit orders, because Procter just jumped 7 points that I said I liked it at 49. So, I mean, you know, you got to be careful. When Rick Santelli was saying, look, you know, this is a dangerous market, what I am saying is you put in a 49 bid for 200 shares of Procter. If you get hit, fine. This is very much 1987 like, a little different from 2007 like. So in 1987, there was a breakdown where Procter goes from, say, 50 to 12. All right. And, you know, you want to be there at 13. I mean, you know,
look at it.
It's a fast market.
Yes.
It's a fast market.
The market was down 900 points. We're now down 688.
So remember, I buy 50,049. I now flip it at 59. I just paid 500 G's. I mean, you got to be very careful here.
Somebody just made.
The guy watched the show. He bid 50. He bid for 50. So again, use limit orders. And, you know, pick among stocks. And we just jumped 300 points, so that kind of golden opportunity left.
Because when we saw the Procter and you said buy it, and somebody did. And by the way, let's find out who that was, because that's going to be one darn incredible story.
That guy owes me a lot. I like dinner tonight at Roots.
Scott, what other names, what are they saying at the P&G Post?
No, I just grabbed Peter Costa down here because, again, as you're walking around here trying to figure out how the market in such a short period of time took such a big leg down, Peter, that had all the makings of the capitulation that we talk about, that we're perhaps looking for in this kind of a downward move.
Well, you know what it is? It's a capitulation with no bid side. I mean, there's nothing. You have a void in stocks points down. So that's why the market traded the way it was. All the buyers that were in the market earlier today, gone. Anybody who had any interest in buying anything, gone. Everybody's now on the sell side, selling it out. No bid side. And the next thing you know, we're down 500. You know, we went down almost 600 points.
No, we were down 900 points plus in total. We dipped below 10,000 again. I might add. We had a very nice bounce off of the worst levels. Does that tell you anything?
That just tells me that now there's bargain hunters. You know, everyone's still saying, you know what, let's see if we can make some money here. Or there might have been guys shorting it on the way down. It's, you know, who knows? The one thing we can say, though, is we have a very large volume, which in any kind of market move is a sign of a major move. We're at 1.6 billion or 1.5 billion here, and it's only 3 o'clock. I mean, that's a lot.
Okay.
So we have some serious volume.
You're going to be a busy man at the close. I'll let you go. Guys, I'll send it back to you. And take a look, by the way, at the total volume, and certainly the down volume versus the up volume. It tells quite a story about what's happening down here. Aaron?
That's a fact. Okay, now, I got it. Let's pull P&G back up. All right, it was down, 23%. Then 4 minutes later, it was down 24%. Then we made that comment of that is absurd. What is?
The machines obviously broke. The system broke down. I mean, it broke down. We'll have a big investigation.
But now it may possibly go. But there should be an investigation because
there should be. That's why I say this is like there was a 1984 episode like this, a 1985 episode where the machines broke. You got your opportunity. That Monday the machines broke in '87. It's too bad. The system obviously broke down when it went down 400. We're going to find out that there was a glitch in the tape. The machines failed. We should talk to Duncan Niederauer. Find out what happened.
Let me just say though. I took P&G as an example. Yeah, I'm not trying to say that was the only one that happened with.
Right. But, you know, now we'll have a big investigation, the special system, whatever. I mean, here's what I'm saying, is that you go and you... No, come what? It obviously broke down.
Market just dropped 400 points in about
no,
3
the
minutes.
market didn't work. It broke down. The machines broke down. That's what happens. Proctor was never at 47.
Maybe the specialist never stepped in as the buyer of last resort like they're supposed to?
Proctor was never at 47. Or if it was at 47, it was for a blink of the eye and one of these fast pool traders got it. I would urge people at home, as we go down again, obviously that down 1,000 level was kind of a moment of great opportunity. But look for stocks that were yielding 2% that are now yielding 5-6% in an hour's time. That's where the opportunity comes in, because we're getting the same kind of bounce off of accidental high yields that we got in 2007, which was indeed the worst case scenario.
All right, I just want to make sure I go through one thing here, too, as we're just monitoring what happened. Market obviously is now down only 519 points. Only 519 points. The fact that I had to put that.
It's a nearly 50% improvement.
It's a nearly
50%
improvement.
Yes.
Just so you know.
Stocks were never at those levels. They weren't at those levels.
Do you realize the fact that after all this, that could have just happened is an absolutely stupendous story?
Well, it is. I think it's a great story. It's the greatest story never told. You'll never know what happened there. It's important.
We don't have to go getting.
But again, what we wanted to do was apocryphal.
Why
we wanted to do was fine.
Possible that there wasn't somebody trying to liquidate huge positions.
Bob Bassani's on a trading floor right now. Bob, can you just say what happened in that 5-minute time frame on that trading floor?
There's no supply out there.
Well, it's been pretty crazy and all of a sudden it went from fairly quiet to a lot of screaming here. I'm trying to grab Steve Starker here, who runs the trading desk right here. He's a little bit busy at the moment. Steve, what did you see? What was going on?
We saw some real panic, a little below 11,000 on a quick dip. Guys came in to buy gold in a hurry, trying to buy some protection. And literally, as soon as they bounced, you couldn't buy anything for points. Things were just gapping up dollars, and all of a sudden there was no supply.
And the important seemed to be once we split through that 1150 level, which is a very active strike level, Steve, we started to see a pickup in activity.
Big volume on the way down. There was panic selling on the way down, and then all of a sudden it just stopped on a dime and turned hard.
And all of a sudden here, we started hearing screaming, buy orders. Steve, what was going on at that moment? All of a sudden, everybody started getting buy orders coming in down here. What happened?
We must have been 20 to 1 on the buy side. It looks like a dip below 11,000 caused panic buying. Guys just started to step in and start to buy everything across the board. Tech and financials mostly.
Tech and financials is going to be a fascinating last hour. I'll be here on the trading desk. We'll be talking with traders all through that hour.